A few weeks ago on stream, I made a list of my top 20 favorite games, which I eventually extended to top 50, so I was kind of dweebing out and just gushing grannies over some of my favorite titles. And that's when I learned, with a rude awakening, a lot of people have this thought process that your favorite things have to be the objectively best things or else it's garbage. So there was a lot of people disappointed that my top 20 favorite games didn't match the top 20 highest rated Metacritic games. I just think that's super stupid. I also think it's really boring. If you're someone whose 5 favorite games are just the 5 highest on Metacritic, or your 5 favorite movies are just the Rotten Tomatoes top 5, that's super lame. Like, your favorite thing does not have to be the thing everyone agrees is the best. For example, my favorite movie is The Mummy. Is The Mummy the best movie ever made and everyone agrees that it is? Yes. Yes, it is. That's very rare. Point is, my favorite games aren't just in order of the best games ever created or anything, and a lot of it has to do with nostalgia and what the games made me feel at the time. I think there's a lot more factors that go into what makes something your favorite as opposed to how objectively good something is. So with that in mind, I want to just show you my list here, and I want to make a special mention, something that ruffled a lot of feathers. There's 2 areas on the list where I clump things together, specifically for Final Fantasy, because I can't choose a favorite Final Fantasy between 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those games are all so unbelievably near and dear to my soul, I would not be able to choose which one's my favorite, so I'll have them all occupy the same spot. And then I do the same thing for Elden Ring and Bloodborne. I cannot choose which one I like more, so they also occupy the same spot. You can eat my whole asshole about it. You can suck the dirtiest fart out of my butt. I don't care. I know it's kind of cheating on a top 50s list or whatever. I don't care. It's my list. It's my rules on it. 1 through 4 is really easy. I've talked about them a lot. Number 1 is absolutely City of Heroes. We've known that. I think it is an unbelievably good MMO. It unfortunately got its lunch eaten by World of Warcraft. They came out around the same time, so a lot of people never even found this game. But it is truly one of the only unique MMOs that doesn't just follow the same tried and true formula that WoW crafted. And since the private servers are fully functional and constantly updated, I can confidently say it's a game that has still aged really well and is fun to play to this day. Would any game ever beat City Heroes for you? Probably not. I don't think. The nostalgia is too powerful. The game means too much to me. I don't think it'll be beaten. In the number 2 spot, we have Halo 2. My most played competitive game ever. Still, I think this game is a complete masterpiece of multiplayer gaming. A lot of what made this game so special was actually by accident too. So even some of the things like super bouncing, I'd spend hours on, just doing super bounces and monster bounces and shit. Then there's also like some really deep skill expression glitches such as BXR and BYBs, stuff like that.
The main purpose of this video is to help those of you guys who might not understand much about Halo 2 get a better understanding of the game
I'll check it out
and the
then,
skill
Ryan.
gap. I know how frustrating it is when players speak so highly of a game that you know nothing about. If you don't have much
God,
experience
even
with
just
Halo,
watching gameplay of Halo 2 just always makes me want to hop back in and play it. You have a couple deleted super bounce videos. Yep, I used to do it all the time. There was entire montages. Oh yeah, they still have some of them. This is probably a re-upload. But it's just cool. It was such a, like, fun glitch. And even the glitch had skill expression to it. Because as you're seeing here, you could combo bounces if you knew them and knew how to do them and how to set them up. It's just so cool, man. So even though, like, the base game of Halo 2 was a masterpiece in and of itself, the other things that were accidental, like the super bounces, like the BXBs, the BXRs, all that, just add even more to it, more replayability. And the modding. The modding community was hot. Texture mods, full gameplay mods. Oh, it was so good. And the custom games you could just get lost in for hours. Like Tower of Power, Michael Myers, all kinds of shit. I truly think this is still to date the most special multiplayer game. The most special multiplayer experience I've ever had. So that's comfortably number 2 on my top 20 list. Number 3, we talked about it the other day. It's got to be RuneScape. Old school RuneScape specifically, I never even bothered with RuneScape 3. It is just actually timeless. It is my most played game of all time. Across all of my accounts, I think I have close to probably like 10,000 hours, roughly. On my main account right now that I maxed a couple years ago, I have, what, 4,000 hours on just that alone? There's just nothing like it. It is actually just the GOAT. Use topsters.org for the list. It's a great site. Sounds like a scam. Topsters? Sounds like an auction I'd watch on Whatnot before losing all my Pokemon card packs. Number 4 spot goes to Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can't choose one of these over the other, so I put all of them in my number 4 spot. All 4 of them make it in my number 4 spot. Number 4, Final Fantasy. We'll just have 7 be here, but just know this represents... Oh, wait, here. Do they have, like... a crazy collage? No. They have this, though. Just know this represents Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. Honestly, this might go Elden Ring / Bloodborne. Rank them all, you coward. I'm not gonna do that, man. I literally can't choose. That's not fair. It's my fucking list. Just let me have it. Who are you? The top 20 police or something? It's my list. Gears of War. Yeah, I'm kind of torn if I'm gonna go Elden Ring Bloodborne over Gears of War. That's kind of where I'm stuck right now. I do like Elden Ring and Bloodborne more than Gears of War, so I'm gonna do that. This one I'll divide it. But just know they occupy the same spot in the top 5. Gears literally started your career. Yeah, but I still like Elden Ring and Bloodborne more as games. Keep in mind, the only Gears of War game that I absolutely love is the first one. I don't even really like Gears 2 or 3 that much. Making up your own rules. It's my fucking list! It's fine. Now this is where Gears of War will go. Just outside of the top 5. So this is number 6. Can I put them on the same square? No, it just swaps them. Go on Metacritic, highest rated games. Yeah, but some of my choices aren't going to be in the highest rated, but this will help me not miss any. Man, people always get so upset when I mention my Gears of War take. I think Gears of War is just perfect. It plays completely different from 2 and 3, and again, it's a product of just not overthinking it. The Gears of War multiplayer, from what I recall in the Cliff Bleszinski interview back in like 2008, it was an afterthought. Like, they didn't even plan on putting multiplayer in Gears of War initially, they did it just to ship it, because why not? So it had another set of things that made it so good that were totally unintended. Like, all of the silly fun glitches, like kung fu flipping, crab walking, skydiving, shit like that, zombie walking. And it was just extremely fun. Weapon sliding. A great story. Very bloody, very ahead of its time with its gore. It just, everything felt great about the game. Except for host advantage. That made it a little ridiculous. You know what number 7's probably going to be? Looking through it, I really think I'm probably going to give it to Super Mario 64. I am going to give it to Super Mario 64. I put so much time into that game. I love Super Mario 64. Still one of the most fun platformers ever created. Maybe I will revisit the speedrun. I tried speedrunning it back in college. I'm just not good at it. And then number 8 will be Psychonauts. One of my favorite single-player games. An absolutely beautiful game. A game I also speedran a lot on stream. Great speedrun, great game. Extraordinary. You're on number 10? No, these two take the same spot. Elden Ring and Bloodborne are both tied at number 5. You can suck my fucking dick. We're doing clumps sometimes. I think number 9's gonna have to be Luigi's Mansion. I still remember, it's still a great game to this day, but I still remember how special it was on Christmas morning when I opened Luigi's Mansion in a GameCube. I'll give that number 9. Now, number 10. This one's big. Number 10's going to be very difficult for me. There's so many I think I could put there. But I think the one that I'm going to ultimately end up putting there is probably God of War. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be God of War. I think I've got to give it to God of War. God of War 3 or God of War 2 through 18. Man, hold my Johnson. It's not fair. Yeah, I'm double checking. It's going to be God of War 2018. I really like that game. Number 11, I think I've already locked in. I'm doing Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas, that was actually, when I made the unique weapons guide and then the follow-up guide, those were the first time my channel ever got shared outside of YouTube. That was pre-Ray William Johnson. So that shit was pretty special. And just an incredible game. That's in number 11, right? Number 12, I think I've already got locked in. Number 12 is going to be the first Nier. That game absolutely shocked me. That was during my achievement hunting era. I picked it up just off a whim. And it was so special. To date, still probably the best video game soundtrack ever. Expedition 33 is getting close to it. But still, I think Nier squeaks it out. Amazing story. Amazing atmosphere. Amazing music. Gameplay, a little clunky, but I still don't think it's bad. It was still really fun. Love Nier. That was number 12, right? Number 13, I think I already know. Grand Theft Auto 4. Absolutely fucking love GTA 4. I don't even think I need to go into detail on GTA 4. I think a lot of people would probably put 5 over 4, but for me, I think I like 4 more. I am such a huge fan of 4. I spent so many hours just doing, like, cheats in it and just terrorizing the city like every kid does. Right now I'm torn between GoldenEye, Nintendo 64 GoldenEye, and Last of Us. First Last of Us. I guess it doesn't really matter if they go back to back. 13 and 14, probably not a huge difference. I'll do 13 at GoldenEye. Well, actually, let's do Last of Us. Actually, I think I'd put Last of Us over it, the first one. And then 14, GoldenEye. My dad and I used to play GoldenEye together all the time. He still talks about GoldenEye. Whenever we get discussing video games, he's always like, "Hey, bud, you remember when we used to play GoldenEye? That was a lot of fun, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, that shit slapped." Such an iconic game. GoldenEye was revolutionary for shooters. It actually was. It was legitimately revolutionary. It'd probably go higher, but I don't feel like trying to figure out where. But it would definitely be in my top 20. Let me see, what about PlayStation 1? Is there anything I haven't thought of there? No, just Final Fantasy, really? Siphon Filter, holy shit, I loved Siphon Filter. I had a demo disc that had Siphon Filter 2 on it. Oh my god, you couldn't pry me away from that shit. That game was so fun. You have the taser where you could shoot it at someone, fucking latches onto their nipples, and you just tase them until they catch on fire. God, that game was good. Definitely not in my top 20, though. Right, nothing there. What about Sega Dreamcast? The only one on Sega that comes to mind right away is Power Stone, but I don't think that would make it to top 20. My dad and I used to play Power Stone together, too, though. He didn't really like it that much. Or Sonic Adventure. That was another banger. Probably not in my top 20. Ratchet and Clank, another super slapper. Shadow of the Colossus. Oh! Damn, do they make top 20, though? Damn. Oh, Sly Cooper. Fuck. Wait, this is getting so hard. Shit. We only have 4 slots left. I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna choose. There has to be some, like, glaringly obvious ones I'm forgetting. Maybe that's what I need to gauge it by. Surely there's some really obvious shit that I've talked about and glazed a lot over the years and just brain farting on. Mass Effect 2. I would put Mass Effect 2 here comfortably if Mass Effect 3 wasn't such dog nuts when it came out. And by that I mean the ending being completely worthless and ruining the entire journey. But I do love Mass Effect 2 a lot. Oh, you know what's kind of close? It might actually make it. Hollow Knight. Oh, I wasn't even thinking indie games. Hollow Knight might make... It might take number 17, actually. I fucking love Hollow Knight. I wasn't even thinking indie. Yeah, I gotta put Hollow Knight in there. That game was so fucking fire. Nine Souls. Yeah, that's what made me think of Hollow Knight, actually, because someone was dropping Nine Souls. I'm a huge Nine Souls advocate. You couldn't get me to stop yapping about that game. But I do still think Hollow Knight is, for me, a bit better just because it was like my first foray into that kind of indie Souls-like that actually crushed it. But overall, I think Nine Souls is a must-play, in general. Devil May Cry. I was thinking, I just don't know if it's in my top 20. Because my favorite Devil May Cry, controversial take, is DMC4. I think Devil May Cry 3 is objectively the better game, but Devil May Cry 4, once again, just a special game to me. Only 3 spots left for Expedition 33 to not be called a liar. I already know where Expedition 33 is going. I already thought that through. I just am torn on these last spots. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. Like, I knew it'd be difficult. My top 5 I'm very confident in. Like, I feel very strongly on these. And to be honest, I actually don't even mind swapping Gears and Elden Ring and Bloodborne, to be honest. That's so interchangeable to me. These I'm super locked in. It's everything else I get really foggy on where things should be. Cooking Mama. Never played it. I've actually never been a Cooking Mama player. Chaos Theory's great. It's not my top 20, though. Right now, what I'm thinking is, do I put Pokemon Leaf Green in? That is my favorite Pokemon game. But I don't know if it's like a top 20 best game ever for me, even though I put so many hours into Pokemon Leaf Green. Battlefield. Oh my god! How did I fucking forget? Bad Company 2. Absolutely in my top 20. Also one of my most played multiplayer games of all time. And also a very special game near and dear to my boners. Literally what started commentary for me. Completely forgot to even slot that in there. Good call. Big save. Fuck, man, there's still quite a few games that I think really should be here somewhere. But I have no way of making them fit. Any Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4 is my favorite Call of Duty, but it's not in top 20. I mean, I can just fill out this whole thing and it'd go up to top 25. I guess we could do that. For what it's worth, I guess, just to bring everyone in on the loop, I already know exactly where Expedition 33 goes. That's my... oh, wow. Really butchered that. That goes into my 20 slot. Well, which would actually be here, because I grouped these together. If we're going to 25, that makes it a little easier, though, because there's a couple that I absolutely think need to be here. Most notably is this. Mario Kart 64 absolutely makes it into what I think needs to be the top 20. I remember being a kid, my mom actually used to play this with me and my dad, and anytime I'd win one of the circuits and they show you that, like, trophy, the fucking your winner, basically, I used to ask my parents when that's coming. I was under the impression that I was actually going to be shipped a fucking trophy from Nintendo. Double Dash better. I did love Double Dash, don't get me wrong, I fuck hard with Double Dash. Asura's Wrath. Definitely not top 25, but I do like Asura's Wrath a lot. Another thing that I like a lot that I don't think goes top 25 is Bayonetta. And Darksiders. Before Your Eyes. Ooh, that's such a good call. Does that make top 25? Yeah, that game, that is the closest I've ever come to crying at a game. Well, crying at anything, really, as an adult, for, like, media. This game is so fucking special, man. Liza P. Yeah, I was thinking Liza P, too. I just, top 25 is, it just feels, nah, I don't know, I think Liza P would comfortably go in there for me. I love Liza P. But I also don't know if I feel comfortable putting Liza P in there over Dark Souls 3. I don't know if that sits right with me. I'd have to really think. In a top 50, this shit becomes easy. I could blow that wide open. Any Resident Evil games make it? Closest one to making it would be Resident Evil 2 Remake. Well, definitely in the top 50, Ed. It's just there's only 3 slots left here, and I don't know what would go where. Like, there are absolutely games that need to be here in some capacity. I just don't know how. No, Half-Life 2 is crazy. I've mentioned this before, and you can poo-poo me all you want for it. I was not, like, the biggest Half-Life 2 super fan. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fun. I wasn't one of those guys going ballistic on Reddit every couple days about it. No BioShock makes a man sick. You want to know something that'll make you even more sick? If I was going to put a BioShock game in here, it'd be BioShock 2. I love BioShock 2, and the multiplayer went fucking crazy for me. I love that. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Ooh, such a banger. Probably not top 25 though. Gears is already there, Adam. Tenchu. Love Tenchu Z. Not in top 25 though. You know what is going in top 25? Not a single one of you has mentioned this. So it didn't even register with me in time. Fucking StarCraft 2. That should actually be higher. The amount of hours I put into StarCraft 2. God, I love StarCraft. Plus the custom games in there. They went so hard. Tower defense in StarCraft 2 is still better than every other tower defense game that's ever come out. Retribution TD in StarCraft 2 customs. Vexel TD and, God, what was the auto battler one? I can't remember. Then they also had things like Runling Run. They had some cool MOBA customs. StarCraft 2 for sure makes it in. 2 more slots in the top 25. I am really digging deep into the data banks. Like, I'm crunching hours spent on games right now. Warframe? I'm debating. Probably not in top 25. But if we were going by hours, Warframe would make it. Is it top 24 according to your rules? You're so fucking right, I forgot. Yeah, top 24. Smash Bros. Insane not to be there. Yeah, I've been debating if I put Melee in it. Based on your Twitch stats, Ultimate is your most streamed game. Really? I have more hours streamed in Smash Ultimate than I do Fortnite? I figured it'd be Fortnite. Or Apex, for that matter. I have fucking 600 hours on Apex. Almost all of them are on stream. In the first season, preseason. Apex Legends is second. Yeah, I guess all the watch parties for the Smash Ultimate tournaments, yeah. I got it. Someone just said something tangentially related. Siege would not be in my top 25 or anything, but you know what is from Tom Clancy? Ghost Recon 2. Just normal Ghost Recon 2. I played the fuck out of this on Xbox Live. I still recall, and I've told this story before. Shit talking, I think I was 11 at the time for Ghost Recon 2. It was 10 or 11, something like that. Obviously, I'm talking a lot of trash. Some older dude comes on the mic, and my name was Fast Fighter back then. He said, "Fast Fighter, your mom's gonna get it hardcore tonight for you being a little asshole." And I panicked. I left. I went to my mom, tears in my eyes, told her that some guy said she's gonna get it hardcore tonight, and I was profusely apologizing. I thought he was coming to kill my mother. That shit was big for me. That was like a huge learning moment. This game slapped. Ghost Recon 2 went crazy. Did your mom laugh? My mom was horrified. My mom thought that was so disgusting. You weren't a SOCOM player for PS2? I played SOCOM, but not actively. Knew it was going to be Ghost Recon. Yeah, it has to be. I put so many hours into that game. So fun. I love that game. Ooh! You know what? That actually might make it. Not enough people have put respect on that one. I think that goes in. Dead Space. The first Dead Space. I loved that game. That game felt so unlike anything else I had played up until that point. I feel comfortable putting that in there. I played through that campaign numerous times. I really liked Dead Space. Yeah, good call. That was like my first, like, scary game. Like, horror shooter kind of game. Other than, of course, like, Resident Evil. But those didn't hit the same to me as Dead Space. Dead Space over RE4 is wild. People have to remember, this is my list. Like, a lot of these objectively are not better than some of the other games, like Resident Evil 4, right? I get that, but these are the games that mean a lot to me and were, like, my favorites. And still hold very special places in my heart. It's not like an objective top 25 games list of all time. Because obviously City of Heroes isn't going to be number 1. Fucking RuneScape wouldn't be number 3. That's for damn sure. Undertale has to be there. Check this out. Hold on to your fucking wiener here. Get your fucking juice box ready. Didn't like Undertale. I wasn't a big Undertale guy. Using the same logic for Mass Effect, Dead Space shouldn't be there because of 3. Man, fuck you. It's my list, I can use whatever logic I want. Mass Effect 2... Yeah, how about this? We know these two go together. How's this, then? Oh, wait, God. I have to move each one individually. Never mind. I was just going to put those two together and then put Mass Effect 2 at 25. I'm not going through all the effort. Mass Effect 2 at number 25, then. Top 5 games of 2025 so far? Don't know about a top 5, but I'll give you top 2. Expedition 33 and First Berserker Kazan. Love the OG Battlefront games, yeah. Remove Expedition 33, it's just recency bias. Nope. It's actually not. I think that is a genuinely special game. And I've played countless games of similar variety. I think that game is extraordinary. Cuphead? Cuphead would definitely be top 50. Top 50 I think is easy. I think top 50 would be super easy. This just made it really hard. It felt very competitive. Because I don't even have Baldur's Gate in the top 25. And that's Freelo top 50. You say that, yet once you get to 45, 50, you'll be doing this again? I doubt that I would. Because the order, at this point, the order actually just doesn't mean anything. They feel all kind of the same. So now I can just start dumping the ones that I know I want there. So Baldur's Gate, Alan Wake 1, Oblivion, Lies of P, Battlefront 2 original. What else was I really... Oh, Max Payne 3, Mass Effect. See, now this is just fucking free. Sly Cooper. What were the other ones that I was really stuck on? Smash Bros. Probably Bayonetta here. Pokemon Leaf Green. Nine Souls. Oh, you're right. We're running out of space quicker than I thought. Majora's Mask. Damn, you're absolutely right. We are running out of space far faster than I thought we would. Shit. Okay. Let me just do the absolute guarantees. Probably Hades. Yeah, I'll do Hades. I was gonna do Risk of Rain too, but I'm running out of space. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm already running out of space. That was fast. I think Cuphead will definitely go here though. No, Cyberpunk wouldn't even come close to my top 50. Time to make top 100. See, top 100's easy. That's super easy. I thought top 50 would be even easier. Or, not even easier. I thought it'd be pretty easy. In my head, 25 games seems like a lot, but then I immediately start banging out the ones that I know for sure should be on my list, and I'm already almost out. League of Legends is not going on my top fucking 50. Just because I have a ton of hours in it doesn't mean that I like those hours. That game is an actual life ruiner. That game made me fucking miserable. Oh, Metal Gear Rising has to go on here. I love Metal Gear Rising. Fuck. I'm putting Arkham Asylum as well. Oh god, we actually are almost out of room. Yeah, fuck. Any Doom game? That's what I'm debating, if I throw Doom Eternal here. I think I do. I'm putting Doom Eternal here. Card games? None of the card games wouldn't make it here, I don't think. There hasn't been, like, a good enough version of my favorite card games to work. MTGA, rough. Duel Master, rough. Yeah, Sonic Adventure would definitely go top 50 on that for sure. You know what else is definitely going to have to be here? Mortal Kombat 9. My most played fighting game. Yeah, Red Dead. Yeah, BioShock. 2 spots left. Is there anything glaring that I've missed? I feel like there definitely is. I don't know what I should put there. I already have like so many in my head right now, like God of War 3. Uncharted. Oh, there's too many. Okay, I thought this would be easier. Shadow of the Colossus, yeah. I'm definitely putting Shadow of the Colossus. That has to go here. That absolutely has to go here. I love that game so much. That game is beautiful. Oh, and there's still no Sekiro or anything. Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey has to go here. I'll give the last one a Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey absolutely needs to be there. There's still so many games that are missing from it, though, but whatever. I kind of just, like, mag dumped going through here thinking I had a lot more room and a lot more space than I did. But whatever. Fuck it. Might as well go top 100. No, then it truly loses all meaning. Then we get literally every game ever that I just really like a lot. This one feels like there was still a fight, even in the tail end of the 25. No, Neo. No, I love Neo, but I guess not. Oh, I don't even have Red Faction Gorilla on here. Holy shit, what a disaster. Truly, what a disaster. Oh, I didn't even get my Red Faction Gorilla on. No, Nier is crazy. Brother, Nier's right here. Interesting, you only had 2 FromSoft games here. That's the thing. Like, I absolutely like Sekiro in Dark Souls 1 more than a lot of the games I started putting in the top 50. But my mind was wandering to places other than that. That's the thing. The list started losing a lot of meaning there. We started to really fall off the wagon. The Space Marine 1. Nah, if I was going to put a Space Marine game on there, it'd be Space Marine 2. It Takes Two is missing as well. Oh, Jesus, yeah. That's another one. A lot harder than you thought it would be. Yeah. In my defense, though, the main thing I ever really mention is my top 4. This, I am so confident in. I also don't know if this will ever change. I don't know if it can change. These games are just so locked into me. They all just mean so much, and nostalgia is an incredible factor in that. I don't think there's anything that could beat these 4 for my lists. Everything after that, it's all cattywampus. It goes tits up. I don't know how to organize into that. It then just becomes games from a ton of different genres that I really like. Like some of my favorites. Yakuza games, pretty nostalgic. I wouldn't say they're nostalgic for me. I actually never really got deep into a Yakuza game until a couple of years ago. If you want a nostalgic game like that not enough people talk about, Stranglehold. I was really debating throwing Stranglehold in there towards the end, but it just wouldn't feel right going over some of the others I started tossing in. Army of Two was so good. The first Army of Two was great. Agreed.